With multi-file, you can build complex production-grade React apps with multiple files, structured components, and richer interfaces. And after a ton of work behind the scenes, it's finally here. Let me show you how you can build multi-file React apps inside of Code Arena. I'm on Arena.ai right now, and to enter Code Arena, I just have to click the code button. And you can see over here that we have a ton of different options to pick from. So we can build a UI, a dashboard, a clone, and so on. These are a bunch of starter prompts, so if you don't have any ideas, you can just go here and pick it. But I have an app idea I really want to build. It's this browser-based desktop macOS app, and it has a dock, it has a ton of different apps, like a notepad app, a calculator app, and so on. And I also have a reference image that I want to include in my prompt. So the agent has an idea on what this looks like. So I'm going to attach an image of macOS in my prompt and hit send. So we see over here we have two agents get spinned up, and they're both taking in the exact same prompt and the image, and they're getting straight to work. And while we wait, we can actually look at the IDE-like experience we have here. We have multiple files. We have a main.tsx and app.tsx. We can even open up multiple tabs. So you feel like right at home inside of like an IDE with all your tabs, and you can switch between them really seamlessly. So we have also the IDE for option B. So you can see like the files come in real time as it's building. So we'll just wait for both models to finish generating. All right, so we have both option A and option B complete, so let's take a look. Option A, the header looks perfect. We have a time, we have a simulated battery amount for our computer. We have a notepad. We can write down some notes, okay, solid. Let's see if the calculator works. Okay, let's see if it actually can do arithmetic. So we have 8 times 8. And I click equals, but it does not give me an answer. It just sticks as 8 times 8. Okay, that's one thing that's off about this. We also have a settings panel, and we can turn on and off. So dark mode works great. So overall, this is pretty good with a few minor bugs inside. Let's take a look at option B now. This one, also the navigation bar looks great. The Notes app also works. We can type in an edit here. The calculator also looks to be good, but let's see if this actually is functional. 8 times 8, 64. Okay, so the calculator seems to be working great. We can drag the panes. The z-index stacking looks to be good. Let's see if we have dark mode. Okay, we can see that we can change between light and dark. Okay, and this works really nicely. So overall, they're really close. Option A and option B are very close, but option B does have a working calculator, and I do like stylistically it looks a bit nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and vote for that. Cool, so option B was GPT 5.1, and it beat Gemini 3 Flash Thinking Minimal. So in my next iteration, I would like to add another app. I want to add a music player to my dock that can play some lo-fi beats. So let's type in a prompt here to add a music player that generates and plays actual audio using Tone.js with playback controls and an animated audio visualizer. So I'm going to hit send, and both models, 2 new models, are going to take the winning context from the previous turn. So they're going to take GPT 5.1's generation and start building off that. Cool, so both models are complete. Let's take a look at option A and see if it added the audio and music visualizer. So I'm opening this up, and I'm going to hit play. Okay, not bad. I can see the animation bars are moving while the audio is playing. And I can change the music to like infinite loop, to cybernetic pulse, but I noticed that the audio under the hood does not change. So it is functional, but it doesn't have all the things that exactly I was looking for, but no worries. We can look at option B as well and see how that stacks up. Okay, this one's interesting. So it has a different style for the audio. It's like this line and it's like moving up and down. We can control the volume. I don't see an option to change the song. I can't move back and forth. But the play and pause works great. But I feel like option A does, for the most part, have all the pieces, besides the only missing piece, which I would have liked, is changing the audio and music when I change the song. But overall, option A is definitely better, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that. And we see that Gemini 3 Flash Thinking Minimal beats Gemini 3 Pro. So I like option A, and it's a functional app. And what I can do now is I can view the code. I can see all of this, what the agent generated. And if you're logged in, you can go ahead and download the entire code base, all the files included, and you can also view the preview link as well, which will be a link that you can open up in a new tab. You can share it with friends. It's a permanent link that you can use to preview the site that you just made. You can now build multi-file React apps inside of Code Arena at arena.ai/code, and we'd love to hear what you think.